Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Property Management 101, and today we'll be discussing the pros and the cons of investing in a particular area. Now for today's video, I'll be sharing with you 3 things that could be considered a pro or a con when you're considering investing into a particular regional area. Overall, I believe there's a lot more pros than cons when you're considering investing in a particular regional area, but this video should really help you know what to look out for. The first thing you want to consider when you're investing in a regional area is the market dynamics. There could be a lot of market dynamics that are coming into play that are out of your control that you want to consider when you're investing in a particular area. For example, here's a few things to consider. One of the things to consider is if a big employer comes into the market or leaves in the market. This could have a dramatic effect on rents, and this could have a dramatic effect on the supply for applicants. The second market dynamic to think about is rent control. Some markets that already have rent control, it could be something where they're tightening that rent control, making more restrictions. This could be considered a pro in some cases because it may allow less investors to consider investing in that area, so you may have a little bit more of an opportunity to have less competition. Another dynamic is supply. So, for example, are there a lot of multifamily and single-family rentals in a particular market? Is that dynamic growing or is it shrinking? So those are some things to consider with the market dynamics, as well as magistrate rules and regulations. Is the magistrate have a situation where they're going to be changing things in the future, making it more landlord friendly, making it more tenant friendly? So those are something to consider as well. Applications. So in some markets, you see a lot of application fraud, for example. This is something to really consider and find out because you may want to consider how you handle your applicants, and that may also really determine too if you want to invest in a particular region or not. The second factor to consider when investing in a particular region is staffing. So sometimes investing in a particular region can be a good thing from a staff perspective, as you may be able to share staff and staff can bounce from one site to another site. Certain markets, for example, just may have a situation where a certain position may be very hard to fill or maybe very easily to fill, maybe because that type of worker and tradesman, there's lots available. For example, like a maintenance tech. Certain markets I've worked in where it's very difficult to hire a maintenance tech. In certain markets, it's much easier. So that's something to consider, as well as staffing in a particular region when you're looking to potentially invest there. Another thing to consider when it comes to staffing is you may have a situation where if you invest into a regional area, you may have more opportunities for growth for your employees. So that's something that I think is a major pro that you may want to make sure that you're always advertising as you're interviewing candidates if you're investing in a particular region. And I hope you found this information helpful so far and learning something new. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. And the last thing to consider as far as a pro and a con when investing in a particular region is the vendors. So a lot of times in a particular market, you may see that a particular tradesman may be very difficult to find, or maybe there's tons of them to choose from. So this is something to consider. Now, I think this tends to be more of a pro than a con, because usually when you find a good set of vendors per trade, good painter, good carpet cleaner, good just a general maintenance work, roofer, once you find a good one, you could easily have them going to multiple assets for you in your particular region. So this is something that I think is really much more often a pro than a con, but I have seen situations where it's a con as well. Maybe, for example, there is a painter, but maybe he's the only company in town, so he's very expensive. So that's something to consider as well when you're looking to invest in a particular region. If you've not already done so, please watch my disclosure video as well as my why I do this video. I'll provide both those links in the description. As well as, if you did like this video and learned something new, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. Also, I have recently opened up and created an Instagram page for this channel as well as a LinkedIn page. Please follow those 2 accounts as well to get notifications for video releases and shorts releases. And I'll also be soon releasing a monthly poll. So that's something that I think will be very interesting to kind of help see where the mindset is with other operators in the property management space. Happy leasing!